Hey everybody, welcome back to the OG, the original Grognard. Yeah, I guess I'm keeping the hand thing. I guess that's becoming more part of my thing now. Alright, stepping into our continued playthrough against Ross from Napoleonic PC Wargamers. As everybody should probably know by now, or for those of you just joining us, myself and Ross are playing the exact same scenario, PBEM, and we are each recording it and posting it on each of our own video channels. So all players, or everybody, can take a look at both my side and his side and see how the battle is unfolding simultaneously. We do request that you do not comment or mention anything of what the other player is doing in our respective forums, because we are trying to keep this as much of a fog of war gentleman's game as possible. And what are we playing? John Taylor Software, Campaign Leipzig, Battle of Dennewitz. We are stepping into Turn 11? Is it already turn 11 of 54 turns? Alrighty, so let's just get into what happened. No units routed! Gotta love that. And we had a very large number of units undisordered, so let's go ahead and take a look what happened. Yes, turn 11 of 54. Alright, he is pulling back from the line. He is kind of given up. He's got way too many units that have routed. We see these right here. Those are units that have routed, and he started pulling troops back, and we saw some movement over here. He's starting to move troops around the other flank now. So I can't really say that this flank is secure, but I'll just maintain and work up the line a little bit more around this way. Cavalry. I'm really starting to get outnumbered in this section. And honestly, I will have to say my cavalry is doing exactly what I wanted to do. These are 4 line units that he did not have to throw against me. If he had these 4 extra line units to throw over here, he probably would have pushed me off the hill, because he came real close to breaking that hex. He came really, really close. If he'd had 4 more units, a couple units in each of these hexes, he'd have probably pushed me off the hill. So my cavalry did exactly what I wanted them to do. And that was pull off line units, because I've watched Ross play. I kind of know a little bit how he plays. So I knew he was going to put those in square. Honestly, anybody, you got cavalry on your flanks, you can put your infantry in squares anyways. But I'm looking at such a disparity in cavalry. So what I'm going to do is my Cossacks and my Lancers from back here, I'm also going to shift over this way, and I'm going to take these Lancers and shift them over as well. It's the only way that I may have a chance is if I get my entire cavalry detachment for 14th Division. Who are these guys? 4th Corps. Get them all together. I might have a chance. I could charge this unit right here, and he won't be able to get a counter charge off because he doesn't have anybody angled that way. These guys... But again, it's 160 to probably 240. I just don't know the engine that well, and I don't know what the odds are to say if that's a good charge with these Lancers or not. So we're going to continue to play cautious. I'm going to continue maintaining a presence. Have I got the... Nope, I do not have the... Okay, there's my Jutterburg. Have I got cavalry? Oh, I do have infantry there. Okay. I was thinking if this was a bigger river that I should try to blow the bridge, but that's just a creek. Oh, it's a stream. Yeah, so we can get across it with no problem. I was thinking of using the cannon and start trying to blow that bridge, but there's no bridge there. Oh, there's a bridge there, but it's a stream bridge. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I need to get all my cavalry over here before I even think of having a chance to start to engage him. It's a nasty little dance that we're doing over here, and the first person to make the wrong move is going to get bit hard. So we need to pay attention to that. I have no answer to his guns on this line. He is raking, 13 casualties, 12 casualties, but it's going to start adding up, and I can't take those type of casualties in my cavalry. I just can't. So I need to shift my cavalry. Let's take a look at what the visible hexes are. Oh, yeah, that's... He can see quite a ways. Great. And I have no answer to that cavalry, those guns. So those guns are going to have free reign on my cavalry. Of course he's going to shoot at my cavalry because they're worth more victory points and they can do more. Didn't move any further at Niedergorsdorf. I think he may be trying to strengthen his position there. But he is definitely moving more troops here, southeast of Wilmsdorf. which is fine as long as it gives me a chance to form my line and get my 2nd Brigade on line over Niedergorsdorf and get my cavalry in position. So that's the situation. Let me move some troops and we'll be right back. All right, so I messed up. I evidently forgot to hit the button, or I pressed the wrong button when recording the entire last half of the last turn. And so, yeah, I don't have the last half of the last turn, but that's okay because I was just kind of rambling like I typically do, and I can go ahead and wrap that into this commentary right now. But again, nobody routed. That's good. Let's take a look at what he's done as we step into what Russ has done as we step into turn 12. First thing is, I made a mistake of leaving this guy here. He could have charged me so quick that, yeah, I should have moved him back. I'm kind of glad he didn't do that. But as you can see, more of his cavalry is coming up. I did want to point out that it looked like, oh, I already mentioned that he's pulling the lines back. I basically shot at him. His turn, he shot back at me. He's definitely moving more troops around this forest, so I'm going to have to get my line extended. Again, I've already talked about that. I can do that because I've got plenty of units that are shortened and can be extended out a little bit. His cannons are raking me over here. And he's actually started to move some of these units back. I think this cannon here was up here and he mounted it and moved it down, but he's moving more units there. Yeah, and nothing from down here. I think he's content to wait right there for the moment. I think he's making this his main line of resistance right here along the river line. No, I do not have location names turned on. So yeah, that's kind of, oh, and I did put out the call. I've been using Movie Maker for my video editing, and I've not kind of been that happy with it for the last year or so, because I started noticing as I use OBS to record with, and the videos when I get done recording from OBS are crystal clear. However, once I stick them into Movie Maker, the quality drops just a little bit and it looks a little bit fuzzy. So if anybody knows some good video editing software out there where I don't lose any quality of the video, preferably free or really, really cheap, let me know. I need some help with that. Oh yeah, and he's got this horse artillery here. So, and he's got 100 men there, so it's not like I can charge it. So yeah, that's not good. So anyways, I'm just going to pull these guys back anyways. So wait for these formations to come over and catch up. I'm debating about charging though. It seems somewhat unsporting to shoot gentlemen when they are running away, and they are only skirmishers. So I don't know. I may let them go. I mean, part of me says, yeah, run them down, but the other part of me says, they're routing. They're leaving the field of battle. Let them leave the field of battle. So anyways, let me go ahead and get my movement in, and we'll come back, and we'll talk about our combat. All right, back into the fray. And let's see, make sure I pushed. Yes, I pushed the button. Okay. See, with OBS, you have the option. Depending on the program, that OBS will just record a certain program, and mostly games or what have you, or you can record an entire screen or whatever's showing up on the screen. However, since the Tiller engine is so old, it's its own separate window application. It's not really a program that OBS recognizes. So the only way I can record through OBS is to make sure that it records the entire whatever is on my screen, which is why I try not to to minimize or flip to anything else, because you don't need to see my desktop. It's a pretty desktop, but you don't need to see my desktop or anything else that's going on, or my pop-ups from Discord or Steam or what have you. Anyways, all right, not much moving around here. Definitely shifted my cavalry over more. For some reason, I got my leaders right in these hexes with these stupid routed skirmishers there and right here, and I can't seem to get them from being disordered. Hopefully next turn, because I need to get those leaders back on the line. Not that there's a need for the leaders right now, but again, did shift the cavalry over. Did make sure to move my cavalry back from this guy so he doesn't get charged. Move these guys up. Like I said, I'm not going to charge I'm not going to run down a bunch of guys running away from the battlefield. Started shifting the line over a little bit more because he's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 or 3 turns away from getting to me. And so I need to shore up this line relatively quickly. Definitely starting to deploy everybody in line formation around Wilhelmsdorf and starting to break off 3rd Brigade so they can get in position to move on Niedergorsdorf. And then, just to follow up, the big old mass of traffic jam behind. And we're getting about 10 minutes away. The next turn I should start getting my reinforcements of my 2nd Corps, move my cavalry up some. So let's do a little bit of shooting around everybody's favorite forest and see what we can do. I can't wait. Most of the Napoleonic games have got the painted map artwork done yet, but it hasn't gotten the full gold release of the units. So that's why in the 2D the units are the old ones and they don't look like the really cool new ones that the American Civil War has, because it hasn't received the full upgrade. You can kind of tell that because the taskbar up is as well. Normally when I'm playing ACW, I prefer to play in the 2D view or in the 3D view because it just looks so cool and it just looks so better. The Napoleonics, they're still using the old 3D graphics and it's not that great, so that's why I've been sticking mostly to the 2D view. So let's go ahead and get some Angriffen going on. Okay. Skirmishers. Yeah, let's keep firing. He's only got 2 guns there. Let's keep pouring fire into the guns. He's not willing to charge me with his skirmishers, and I'm not willing to charge my skirmishers down there. So we're just kind of got a nice static line where we're shooting at each other, and I'm fine with that. Truly do not. There's a part of me that's thinking I should take at least these 3 line infantry, move them down, and try to clear that cannon out, but I play cautiously. Probably too cautiously. If I was more familiar with the engine, see, if this was Civil War and I knew better what my odds were, then yeah, I'd probably go ahead and push, but right now these guys are just hold until relieved. Hold until relieved. Pop of those skirmishers. Starting to annoy me. Pop. And again, we're, skirmishers take 1/5 the normal casualties anyways because they're spread out all over the place. So, oh, that was actually a good one. So, yeah, we're seeing very low intensity warfare right here. Pop. Pop. Like I said, I get a chuckle out of it. Ooh. Oh, he's in square. And he's in square. Okay. Do I have the distance with my guns? Can't fire through the line infantry that's right in front of it. Pooh. Well, let's try here. Nope, can't see through that. Okay, so he's got to route out of the way before I can start firing on those square formations. I don't know why I wasn't doing that earlier. He doesn't have the range on anything. The guns do. He's starting to shift troops over. Shoot it there. And these guns. Let's see what they can see. We'll shoot there. Been picking on that unit the entire game. 600 men. So, no, knocking them down 5 men at a time. If anything, it builds up fatigue. So let's see, we got nothing there. That looks like that's about it. Oh, one thing I did need to point out, and I mentioned this in the video that I forgot to hit the button for. I shifted General Bülow out from Kaltenborn because his command radius was not enough. I needed to move him forward just to keep him for the advanced units of the cavalry in Wilmsdorf. So I'm probably going to keep moving him kind of towards Wilmsdorf, maybe hanging back a little bit depending on how hard it gets pressed on. But you know, I think he's going to set up his command post here in out in these nice fields. Because then, as you can see, at least he'll be far enough forward where he'll give his command radius to his subordinate units, especially the cavalry. Cavalry is the one I'm worried about the most, because if you don't watch it, you can get your cavalry pretty far away from your higher up command, and then that will be bad. So you don't want to do that. I still need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with these cannons over here. I may just have to suck it up and just eat the shots at me. Because 3rd Brigade is going to get tore up as I move into position over here from those cannons. But it may be worth it to form 3rd Brigade up and then push on Niedergorsdorf and then try to push across that stream to knock out those guns. But I may take too many casualties in that. There was something I was trying to figure... Oh, yeah, I need to figure out 3rd Brigade... Oh, no, not 3rd Brigade. Not 6th Brigade. Yeah, 6th Brigade. No, not 6th Brigade. Oh, yeah, I was thinking 5th Brigade. If it was easier to march them straight across through the fields or go around, I think it's keep them on the road. Plus, I don't know where I want 6th Brigade to show up yet. I know I've got 4th Brigade in the middle. 3rd Brigade's going to be on my left. 5th Brigade's going to be on my right. And 6th is going to be in reserve. So, yeah, I think we'll just keep with that and just keep moving troops into position. And, haven't seen any activity here for a while. Or at least this turn and the last turn. Deployed his skirmishers and put them out. And I know we had some cavalry down here, and they've probably pulled back to the church and cemetery in Goldsdorf. These guys are going to need to make a more aggressive push. Because if he doesn't have anybody backing him up, I may just go ahead and assault him. Because 200, 300, 200. Yeah, since he broke down his skirmishers, I've definitely got the numerical superiority. And these aren't bad troops. A, B, and C quality troops. I think I may do that as soon as I get 3rd Brigade into position to secure the flank, and I'll take 4th Brigade here in the center and try clearing out this little hill and overlook the church and cemetery in Goldsdorf, which will give us a good position for me to anchor as my 2nd Corps comes on us, because they're going to be coming down this road starting next turn. Yeah, we may do that. And then 3rd Brigade here will take up the positions around Wilmsdorf and this hill overlooking the road to Niedergorsdorf. Yeah, we may do that. May do that. No plan survives first contact. Question. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's make sure one last turn on all shooty. Okay, highlighted all shot units. Looks like everybody who could shoot shot. Turn on moving. And everybody that can move, moved. Make sure my cores are all good. Those are all good. Everybody's moved. Everybody's shot. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. See ya.